Hello, my name is Navigator, and I decided I'd switch it up today with the view as opposed to it being my ugly mug. But today in this video, I wanted to go over my drill build. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm going to hop right down here to the center of the base, and there I am. There's Nav. So, as you guys know, with the new pit update, a bunch of weapons were available to be made into legendary weapons, 1, 2, and 3 star, and that includes the Ripper. No, I think you could roll the Ripper. Well, anyways, mainly it includes the chainsaw and the drill. Those are the two, I guess, most popular weapons that you can now turn into actual useful weapons. With the new update. So, I've, in my last video I showed off my chainsaw. I'm not really too concerned with that. It seems like, people are kind of doing a lot of videos on that, but I want to thank Robert Corella for suggesting doing a drill build video. I initially had an idea to do this because I figured they were going to add these weapons with, the auto axe coming in, but honestly, I wasn't expecting how popular it would be. So, with that being said, I want to show off the drill that I actually purchased and I'm going to use for this build. I'll go into the perks later. I usually do them first, but honestly, I don't give a fuck. So, this is the Drill-O-Matic. So, if I wish I could, yeah, you can zoom in here. So, I'm going to zoom in here, and you can see on the side, maybe, it says Stenley. So, this is the Stenley 18-volt Drill-O-Matic. That is the official Fallout Universe name for it, so I figured the Drill-O-Matic was a good name. It was between that or the Stenley 18V, and then I figured the Drill-O-Matic looked visually cooler with the hyphens and everything. So, on a side note, recently I've had max caps, and there's not really a lot that I don't have aside from plans and stuff, but you can't really see people buying that. So I was walking around with 20k caps ready to spend them all, and I went to this guy's vendor and he had a drill here, this drill in fact, for 20k. So I was like, fuck it, I bought this drill for 20k. Yeah, some of you might hate me for it, but honestly, caps are just too easy to get in this game. I don't even care. This is a 40% more power attack damage, 25% less VATS action point cost, Aristocrats drill. So unfortunately, the Aristocrats option isn't really going to do too much for me since I only have 2k caps now, but eventually that'll work up. But the action point cost and the power attack damage, like I said in my last video going over my pit build, those are going to be some of your most valuable legendary effects with this weapon, the auto axe, and the chainsaw. If you don't know, when you're using this weapon and when you're using the chainsaw and the auto axe, every attack counts as a power attack. So when you're attacking, even if you're not holding RB or whatever you're using on PC, PlayStation, you're still doing power attacks and it's going to drain AP. So 25% less action point cost is going to make it so you can use the weapon for longer. And on top of that, since every attack counts as a power attack damage, with this weapon, I have 40% more of that damage. So obviously, with these two effects on your weapons, you're going to be, A-okay. So definitely keep a lookout for swing speed, less VATS action point cost, and attack damage when you're going over these weapons. But anyways, let's go into the perks. So, if any of you guys have seen my melee build video, this is almost identical, if not the same exact, well, there we go, the same exact build. So I didn't really do anything too different. I'm going to start at the end here. Bloody Mess in Luck is going to give me more bonus damage. That's pretty sweet. Starch Jeans and Class Freak, don't worry about those. Those are just ones I have to have on for my mutations. In Agility, I added Ninja and Moving Target. Ninja's going to make it so sneak attacks with melee weapons do 3 times normal damage. I'm not typically doing sneak attacks with a drill of all weapons, but I figured I'd throw it on there just in case. Moving Target, that's going to gain plus 45 damage and energy resistance while sprinting. Typically with any weapon, I'm sprinting from one enemy or one location to another, so might as well have that. So you know what I mean, when like you're running and an enemy will attack you or shoot at you, you know what I mean, and it totally stops you. Man, I hate that. I wish that this perk maybe did a little something with that. But anyways, in Intelligence, I have Demolition Expert equipped. Honestly, I don't know why I should move those points. Nothing in this build is going to be explosives, but off the top of my head, I don't even know where I could relocate those points to be useful, but I'll figure it out. Suppressor and Tenderizer, reduce your target's damage output by 30% for 2 seconds after you attack, and make your target receive 10% more damage for 10 seconds after you attack. These are going to be great for, after I attack, so those are pretty self-explanatory. and they're pretty common. Tenderizer I have on all my classes. So Life Giver and Ironclad. Life Giver is going to give me more health. Why not? You know, it's a freebie. And Ironclad, I'm not going to be wearing power armor using the drill, so this will just give me more DT. Butcher's Bounty, I figured I'd have this on there for glowing meat. If you cook glowing meat and eat it, gives you plus 10% to melee damage, so I figured, hey, might as well see if I can get some more glowing meat when I'm killing glowing enemies. And finally over here in Strength, Strong Back, Traveling Pharmacy, and Bandolier. Don't worry about these. These are ones that I just have to have on me. But what I'm using is Master Gladiator and Gladiator. You can switch these out or add on top of this, what is it? Oh, not Incisor. Well, Incisor will work with ignoring your target's armor, but what I'm thinking about is Martial Artist. This one you might not want to have on there because I'm not too sure how swing speed applies to the drill, but I'm sure it does work, so you can throw that on there, whatever. But these are the perks, and all you're really going to want to focus on is strength. So let's get into the good stuff. I'm going to go somewhere and drill a bunch of holes in the heads of some Scorch. So, as always, let's head over here to Firebase Hancock. There should be a fair number of Scorched here we can try this on. Now, don't get your hopes up. This is a fucking drill, so it's not going to do any, you know, severe, crazy, instant damage. This is going to take a little bit. So, let's pop over here and see what we can do. So, I don't have my HUD on right now, but I'm just Oh. You know what? Give me a sec. I'm going to pop. I usually have my HUD off, just so it doesn't really get in the way of anything, but I'm going to need this to see what enemies are at for damage. So, my bad, I should have prepared for that before, but let's see. Oh, man! Never mind, I take back what I said. Look at this, folks. Look at this. And this isn't even with all of the melee perks equipped. You could do a whole plus 20 damage with this. Sorry, mixing my words there, but wow. This is awesome. Let's try... Oh my god, he just slapped the shit out of me. What are you doing, Nav? Wow. I haven't died in months in this game. I don't know what just happened. Maybe all my armor is broken or some shit. Yeah, I think I can see the little armor icon there. So let's get like 1 or 2 more kills with this, and then we'll retire this. So watch that health bar slowly going down. Man, what is going on? I'm just eating shots right now. Let's see. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, of course. Here we go. I'm having the worst time with this right now, but honestly, you guys can see how his health is going down. This is a lot better than I would have expected, honestly. They're hitting me, and it's like the force of God. Come on, you know what? I'm not doing this with you, bitch. Good thing I have Demolitions Expert on still, because I'm about to wreck your shit. Okay, you get the point. That's the drill. Honestly, I kind of need those stim packs. Let's see where those were. Yeah, you get the point, guys. Fuck the stim packs. You get the point. That's the drill. I'm very, very pleased with this weapon. I'm glad that they do stuff like this. These, I think, were like... I want to say among the only weapons in the game that you couldn't make legendary. I think the Commie Whacker and the Paddle Ball might fall under the category of, still not being able to become legendary weapons. But I'm glad that the Chainsaw, the Drill, those couple, I think maybe the Ripper too, got included in that pool of, being useful for once. So... that's my video on the drill. I'm sorry for being a little discombobulated there at Firebase Hancock, but you guys get the point. So I definitely suggest picking one of these up. Off the top of my head, I believe... oh, yes, in Carleton Mine. Carleton Mine is up in the Toxic Valley. If you run down in there and look for the bathroom, it's I believe you have to run through the entire mine to get it, but if you kind of just sprint through there, it's pretty easy to get to. Once you're at the end of the dungeon, you'll see a little door going into a bathroom, and on a little like fucking box or some shit, you'll see the drill sitting there. So that was the easiest location to get it for me. I also read that Graham sells them, so if you're looking to get one for yourself to try out, again, Carleton Mine in the bathroom on a box. If you want a little more detail, check it out online. But yeah, there you go. So again, sorry for being discombobulated, but I hope you guys enjoy. So my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.